Good morning, one and all present here. It is my privilege to welcome you all for this national webinar on post-COVID-19 and entrepreneurship opportunities and government initiatives. First, I would like to thank the management, secretary, and principal and the faculty members of the Department of Computer Applications, DG Vaishnava College, and who were supported for conducting this kind of a national webinar. I thank you, one and all. Also, it is my special thanks go to Dr. R. Gokulakrishnan, Additional Director Scientist, Software Technology Parks of India, Government of India, for the acceptance within the short period in order to deliver some lecture through this webinar point of view. Within the short notice, he accepted our invitation. So I thank you very much, sir, for accepting me in order to deliver some your ideas, in order to expose your informations into this forum.
Pleasure, sir.
Now,
my pleasure.
Within this small introduction about this topic, now I would like to introduce our speaker, our resource person, Dr. R. Gokulakrishnan. Dr. R. Gokulakrishnan, PhD in Computer Science and Engineering, was appointed as Deputy Director Scientist in Software Technology Parks of India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, in August 2008, and promoted as a Joint Director in the grade of Scientist D in the year 2014. And now he is promoted as Additional Director Scientist T grade in the year 2019. Present assignment including IT consulting, strategy development, policy formulation, evaluation and performance measurement, budgeting and resource mobilization, project management, public outreach in mission mode implementation of projects. These are the present assignment actually carried out by Dr. R. Gokulakrishnan. Further roles and responsibilities includes promoting software and electronic hardware experts. He is a nodal officer for implementing the India BPO promotion scheme under Digital India initiatives, attracting investment in the field of information technology, other proportional activities with respect to development of IT industries in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry jurisdiction. Also, he has worked for 7 years in JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai, in the field of information technology. Prior to this government job and the academic services, he worked as a software developer, and used the Power Builder PFC guide tool Sybase for application development in leading software company at Mumbai. His special fields of interest are data mining, networking, and the application of green computing. He has delivered a technical lecture in more than 100 national and international conferences and workshops. He is an expert member, Board of Studies in the field of Computer Science and Information Technology for Madras University and Alagappa University towards framing the syllabus with reference to the IT industry's expectations. Also contributing a adjunct professor in SRM University and a member of Anna University doctoral committees. Apart from his core area, during his college tenure, he was selected from Tamil Nadu as a heavyweight category national weightlifter, and also succeeded in many state and national level chess tournament and gained FIDE chess rating. With this small introduction about Dr. R. Gokulakrishnan, I, on behalf of the DG Vaishnava College Department of Computer Applications, on behalf of the principal and secretary, management committee members, I welcome you Sir, with this small introduction, I will hand over the mic to the presenter.
Thank you very much, sir. Most delight and delight. Beautiful day of this morning. I am very much happy to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Velmurugan and management of DG Vaishnava College and respected friends. On this day of Monday, I would like to extend my salutations to one and all. You see, I'm picture. One minute, just type.
Yes, sir. Your screen
Yeah,
is
yeah.
visual.
Yes, sir. It's, I am audible, right? You see, we are living at this very difficult situations. At this scenario, entire globe is facing the difficulties. You see, the common enemy is living in this hidden space. Just all of us, we should face the situations very bravely and very intelligently. At this scenario, you see government and the common citizens and the rest of the entities, we should take forward the right measures to tackle these difficult situations. So, we are living at this global village. Now this global village is facing the very, very strange enemy. In our ancient days, just all of us, we hail from the villages. That time, the common adaptations from our village people, like you see, they followed the social distancing. That's not new for us. But you see now, our lifestyle is more is adapted one. Now we are depending each and everyone. This is a cycle process, not independent lifestyle. This our lifestyle is a chain of reactions. Each and every fields depends the other fields. No fields is isolated. But you see, fortunately, this our IT field, the information technology field, is connecting the global businesses. Now you see, this situation is absolutely very strange. And one good side, this information technology, especially this communication technologies, is connecting the global people very efficiently. That's the reason you and me are meeting at this juncture. So, for this positive note, I would like to share some kind of my view to you. Just you see, post-COVID-19, the three type of agenda I would like to pass is the post-COVID-19 scenarios, entrepreneurship opportunities, government initiatives, and the supports, how the government extended the supports to these global people. Some of the industries which may be affected. So positively, online, e-commerce, and service providers, pharma, and the digital transformation. These fields are very positive fields at this scenario. See, nowadays people are very, very brilliant. They are just revisiting their skills. Those people invoke their hidden talents and applying at these present conditions. Especially, you see this all the schools. Those people invoke this online scenario now. and e-commerce also taking the places. And the service providers, this internet service providers to all the service providers are just taking the charges. Nowadays, the internet is like electricity. It's more than electricity is now. Without Wi-Fi, is very difficult to survive our nature. And the pharma and the healthcare absolutely needed. Just I would like to refer to you to the note. Our country is now pioneer. So many countries in past era very much involved and found the weapons, but our countries, you see, now concentrating the healthcare industries. You see, that's the reason even we are exporting our medicine to the different countries. Even this America, United States of America, London, UK, and other German and European countries, the rest of the Asian countries, depends our medicines. That's the reason I would like to tell you, the India is always just leading the global sites. You see, our government is always very positive. The government, the sense of the government systems includes the citizen, you and me. You see, the pharma industries, they are contributing a lot. Even though you see, the pharma industries nowadays, they are working 24/7. Their production rate is increased with a 400%, I'd like to tell you. And one more thing, the digital transformation is taking the place. You see, now knowledge sharing is the key area. Now everyone is sharing the knowledge. You see, the new entrance always is needed for this global scenario. Patience, a lot of patience happening day by day. Each and every citizens, all the scholars, and even the normal and the common citizens, they are very fastly adopted the present scenario. You see, on the good side, I would like to say, now most of the people are inside the home only, but you see, they rejuvenate their minds and understand the environment. Now they are just upgrading the skills in infinity manner. You see, I am reading a lot of things with reference to this COVID-19 situation. I know definitely all of you are also understand these situations very intelligently. Just you are upgrading your knowledge. You see, so many research papers are submitted by these international researchers, and the same like us, so many softwares are developed by the industries. You see, this kind of outputs absolutely from the work from home options only. You see, and one more thing I would like to tell you, nowadays is office, so most of the offices are closed, but these outputs are absolutely from the home. And just some kind of the affected fields are entertainment, the entertainment in the sense of, the cinema, travel, and tourism, and other hospitality in the sense of hotel businesses affected. Oil and gas. Nowadays, less usage of cars and other vehicles. And the financial also. But financial means not all the verticals. Some kind of the verticals are severely affected. You see, this is the two classification I would like to submit you for your view and further analysis. India also just affected in some point of time. First 2 months we just struggled in some point, but you see in this past 20 days, we definitely understand the present scenario. Now we are tackling these situations. We are quick learners. The Indians are quick learners. You see, because our history is also like that. Past 1,000 years, the Indians severely affected with these changes into us. I mean, dominated our country. But every time, because of our patience and the intelligence just we overcome these situations. Now, you know, we are living at this great democratic country. A lot of options for us. So many facilitations is provided by the state and the central governments, even this the groups among the people. I would like to tell you this Tirupur garments, the exports, the 40,000 crores yearly exports from this Tirupur. The Tirupur Export Associations formed their own group and mutually they are helping each other. Same like as everyone in Gujarat, Surat, and even Ludhiana, and even now Mumbai also, you see, severely affected Maharashtra. But the industries are the work together, adopted the work togetherness cultures and found the right solutions to overcome these COVID-19 pandemic situations. You see, we in Western economics are badly battered, while countries like India, Indonesia, and other countries are not so battered. I hope you know this statistical report. We are also affected, but not that much in compare with the Europeans and Americans. Because you see, basically our immune system is very, very different. I never say we are very strong in compare with the Americans and the European muscle, but our internal organs are very, very strong because, you know, our lifestyle also under this very, very hot weather. We are living in this very, very hot weather. No, our body adopted the just any kind of the any kind of the situation we can have, we can handle. Our physical also is adopted the same kind of these conditions. So I would like to tell you this kind of the measures definitely is useful for the industries operations, because industries always needs the positive vibrations. So now industries is adopted, very much adopted the positive vibrations, especially tier 2 and tier 3 places other than Chennai is completely started their operations. I would like to tell you, Chennai only little affected, more, not little, is more affected. But this OMR area, the industries already started their business with their minimal people. But these minimal people, you see, using this VPN, virtual private network, and other latest technologies for connecting the employees and improving their productivity. Surprisingly, you see now the productivity range in comparison with the normal situation is quite high. More than 10% of the productivity is higher from work from home options, because you know each and every is individuals, they are working alone, they are just analyzing their work styles, and independently they are working just day by day. They are innovatively thinking and doing the very good coding. That's the reason now you see IT industries are reaching the very good productivity level. Even ITES, IT enabled services, and the BPO industries also doing good. One good side, you see, each and every villages in our country having the very good internet facilities, even though some remote hilly areas only still looking this good internet, but the government tried to reach that places also. So my submission here, our internet facilities is quite high in recent years. For past 5 years, we adopted the very good internet clients. Our ministry, under this leadership of Honorable Ravi Shankar Prasad ji, just he done the fantastic job with this BharatNet. And one more thing I would like to tell you here, you see now our neighbor countries, China is very well competitors for us. Now, you know, the global countries, big countries like US, German, Spain, and France and other countries now just taking the different stand against the China. I mean, this emotional and economic backlash against the China is expected. Already the countries and the companies are working on strategy to pivot away from the China as part of the supply chain. Definitely, this kind of measures definitely helpful for the Indian entrepreneurs. So you see, in the Indian industries situated in every places from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, even more than 10 IT industries are operating from the Kashmir, and the lot of companies operating from this Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari, even Kanyakumari also, a lot of good people are working and doing the better service to the global business people in the sense of IT, ES. So one key industry, I would like to tell you the educational institutions. The healthcare and the educational institutions now working in a phenomenal way. Their output is quite very high because the entire globe is needed. I'm quite surprised about this. Even the school children are very positively adopted for online classes. And one thing I have observed, definitely all of you are also just observed these situations. Now, every house is needed the good infrastructures like a laptop and the internet and other facilities. Because every office is needed the home culture. Now all the home is adopted the office culture. So nowadays you and me are exchanging our knowledge. You see very intelligently, very patiently, and without any disturbance. Maybe some disturbance from somewhere, but quite common adaptations is triggered from all the places. Now, banking sectors also very much involved for rendering their service to the society, especially the entrepreneurs are getting the quick loans from the bankers. Even, the government of India recently released the so many now bankers are giving this good just relief to the entrepreneurs. Just later slides I would like to share with you. Liquidity and P&L. So this is very, very difficult situations. You see, every industries now little affected because of their year-end March. This COVID-19. I mean, started in the year of the last month of December. All the just invoices, bills raised in the month of January, February, and March only. Now the time for receiving the funds from the clients. Now most of the IT industries are now struggling to receive the fund from the global clients. But anyhow, quite just very, very decent industries, this IT industries already executed their agreements with their clients. Now, just slowly they are start receiving their funds because the reason now entire globe is under the lockdown. But anyhow, just need this some kind of the alternative for managing the operation. That's the reason the industries need the working capital. This working capital the needs understand by my organization, STBA, and the directors like my director and the director generals and all the superiors. Now they are helping the industries for availing these working capitals scenarios. That's the reason so many investors, funding agencies, now they are analyzing, they are submitting their P&L, I mean the balance sheets to the funding agencies. Now funding agencies ready to give the working capitals to the IT industries like a viability gap funding. So this kind of measures is really needed for the IT industries, absolutely helping by the government organization like STPA, Software Technology, parts of just India. And you see one more thing, now the officers also, I mean the IT companies and other companies, all the companies now not necessary to have a fancy office, fancy cars, excess employee. Since you don't think I never support this layoff. I mean the excess employee spent in the sense of office is no need, the infrastructure is no need. Maybe the strength definitely will produce from the home. And maybe remove all the flap and be the lean. Maintain good behavior. That the good behavior and the good attitude is always important for anyone's life. You know, just all of we are the graduates because we are highly civilized citizens. We should behave. We should hold a very good attitude among our colleagues. With the superiors or any kind of human, because the good attitude only finally needed for the any kind of the outputs. If you are difference of opinion with others is not good for your futures and also the organization futures. If anyone tries to correct you, you should accept their submissions, because if the evidence is there, I mean, you should accept. If you are not accept, that is called the ego. We should always remove the egos for the productivity of your organization, and the future is ready for anything, because the world is bought for winning attitudes only. So already I have small hints about the China. Just I am not criticizing the China. This is because the Chinese government is also the most friendly with our nations. A lot of bilateral relationship and a lot of treaty, lot of trades happening between India and Chinese. But anyhow, they are our competitors. The Indian, our government is looking the very good investment from the MNCs, multinational companies, because we may generate the very good employability. That's the reason. You know, this situation is absolutely favor to the Indian IT industries. You see, nowadays a lot of manufacturing industries started in our countries, because IT is our religion. In our India, always I am telling two kind of the religion in our country. One is the cricket, another one is the IT. Our Indians, most of the 90% of the Indians adopted the the cricket culture, because we are very much intimacy with this cricket. And the second one is very positive side is these IT industries. So each one of the family directly or indirectly related with the IT industries. In our Tamil Nadu, past year exports more than 45,000 crores, and the employee strength is more than 5 lakhs. But this 5 lakhs indirect employment is 15 lakhs. 5 lakhs is a direct environment like IT developers, BPO business employees. But the indirect like drivers, merchants, the canteen, I hope you know about the indirect business. You see the lot of 15 lakhs employees means 15 to 20 lakhs employee means, more than 2 crores people are depends this IT industries. The rest of the things always we are saluting the farmers. Nowadays, the farming material like mangoes to all the vegetables, very much selling through this online market. Now, what I would like to tell you now, even farmers to garbage collector to the coconut tree climber, everyone now, you see this adopting this IT industries facilities through the online. You see even the healthcare industries now, if you need any kind of the nursing assistance or medical assistance, the very good healthcare products is giving the solutions. Our Indian IT industries, healthcare industries, they are providing the great solutions to the global society. That's the reason nowadays healthcare industries are booming like anything. We are getting the great revenue from the global clients. In Tamil Nadu also, Access Healthcare, one of the leading IT industries, absolutely incubated from our STP incubation park, and other AGS Health, Omega Healthcare is located in Trichy, giving the more than 5,000 employees are working in this Omega Healthcare in Tier 3 places in Trichy, Coimbatore, and even Tirunelveli, Madurai, and even the Mailadurai. So many people are working because of this ITs giving the huge job opportunities to these people. Even this COVID-19 pandemic situation, also the industries are running very efficiently. Just affected, I heard and I have observed, only 15% of the employees only unable to just adopted this work from home culture because those people just located in these remote villages. But the rest of the people, even those people adopted, and all the IT industries are providing their desktops and the laptops to the employees. And I would like to come to the point in the export business. Mainly, any country developments root cause is the exports only. One country, the range is defined through their exports only. So we are strong in this field. Our exports is very, very huge, especially IT industries and government industries. So already I have mentioned about the Tirupur industries very hugely now, even though today they are producing the garments. Nowadays, the recent years, the Bangladesh exports is quite competitive to our Tirupur exports. Anyhow, our the Tirupur exporters are quite managed and doing well with respect to these exports garments. And the quiet garment, the past quarter we have understand the IT exports is in comparison to this previous year's quarter is not much different, even though the productivity is little higher in comparison to this previous financial year. This is for your kind just information. And one more point, I would like to project to you. The recent days, the wholesale market is affected heavily. Even the retailers are taking the charge of selling their products. The retailers, even though this Amazon and other Flipkart, these people are operations a little restricted because of this lockdown. Even though Zomato, Ola, everything, but temporarily only. During this time, one thing I would like to point you, these retailers quite substitute for this kind of wholesalers. It seems quite all are doing good, but the restaurants and other business are severely, travel business are severely affected because of this COVID-19 situation. Because all are good citizens, they are adapted to the government norms. One thing, the real estate, the real estate business may be locked because of this lockdown situation, but in near futures, the real estate definitely will come with these new features. Even though my director is adopted the one kind of the, one kind of the advices from his desk. It means, each and every apartment, every houses need the work from home culture kind of the infrastructure in their home or in the apartment complex, like kitchen. This is very, very simple side. Definitely this will come because this impact quite save for travel time. In Mumbai, you see more than 6 hours per day, morning 3 hours, evening 3 hours. In Chennai also, morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour. They are traveling from one place to another place, like home to their office. But their physical conditions also affected. Further, the productivity also is going down. And one more thing, if they are staying home, the people may feel very positive because they are living with their family like kids. And one more thing, the family members also feel good about their sons or daughters are staying in this next room and doing the work. So this kind of the good culture, definitely it will come in near futures. So, and the co-working space will cater in more business in near futures. So one thing, just for your mind, please, you would process work from home cultures is definitely is a better options for any Indian citizen. One more thing is gold. Nowadays, people are investing huge in gold because cash is always the king. Anytime we may convert the gold into the cash into the gold. So gold is always gold. Every time we are, telling others he is like a gold. The man is like a gold. That's the reason gold business is evergreen business. So good for savings. And one more unwanted spending, like very fat wedding. Fat wedding in the sense of very big and rich people, even the middle class people, spending their entire savings for weddings. Absolutely not necessary. Nowadays, these weddings is happening with the 20 people. This, you may gift this money to the just young couples. This useful for their future life. Maybe will become that investment is helpful for will become the very good entrepreneur in near future. That's the reason this COVID-19 is treated and educated the people to how to save the money. Now forex market also now little affected. But so many intelligent people, they are invest their money in the share market. So you just keep watch the share market because all of you are the IT people, IT graduates. These data mining techniques. How could we adopt the data mining techniques to understand the one particular company's businesses in near futures? So you could invest accordingly. Just I would like to go to the medium and small businesses. So many big businesses adopt the work from home cultures, but the medium and small businesses, even though they are working from their office, because The medium and the small businesses, only depending the 10 to 15 group members. Absolutely, the knowledge sharing is important to handle the situations. Even the Coimbatore companies, one kind of the Coimbatore company is found the good algorithm for the just the healthcare products. Okay, so small and medium companies are still working with their employees and the contracts. All the companies are working with reference to their executed contracts. All the entrepreneurs should understand the present situations. The client and the supplier both should understand the present scenario, should not always refer the definite law. You just work through your constraints. If you maintain the good attitude, you sit together and understand the situations, negotiate your business, so finally arrive the very good solutions with reference to this COVID-19 situation. I mean, the burden has to be shared. Work from home options, actually, our software technology parts of India initiated these options. Actually, our office only sanctioned to the IT industries. I mean, the permission sanctions to the IT industries. That's the reason. 2 months before, all the IT industries adopted this work from home culture. Even as per the foreign trade policy, our office is allow them to take their laptops, desktops, and the other materials, I mean other infrastructures to their home, because the imported materials is allowed them to work from home option. So more productivity is driven because of our STPA facilitation. One kind of the survey is quite useful for you. The McKinsey recently survey, 53% of the Indian entrepreneurs are very, very positive in comparison to Japanese entrepreneurs. Japanese entrepreneurs, just like you see, 20 to 23% only. This is a very, very good curve. Already I have explained this. Very good attitude is always good for you. How can I be the entrepreneur in today's world? People management, try to understand the people minds, do optimization, try to best effective and create value. Try to create values to your customers. Actually, the customers are always expecting more from their vendors. So you should try to satisfy your customers with the innovative ideas, and not only the innovative ideas, the related solutions from the innovative ideas. So be an innovative, be an economist, get networking. One entrepreneur should know about the government formalities, all the government formalities, and even the students also. So you should know about the government facilitations. Without knowing the government good measures, it's very, very difficult to coming up in your life. You see, I have the good evidence for that one. In the year 2006, my candidature is selected for the International Commonwealth Scholarship because nothing. Simply, I have applied through this HRD website. So you should know what kind of the scholarships, what kind of the facilitation is provided by the government of India or state government or respective institutions. So all the professors are very wise people. You just always you could get the right advice from the experts. So that's quite good for you. In entrepreneurs, you should just, instead of searching the people, simply you go to step into the government office, MSME of the state, MSME office of the central government, or office like STPA, or Export Promotion Councils, DIC, District Industrial Centers. So these officers definitely give the right information to you. Without step into this office, all the informations will come to your desk like a garbage after you. It will not be useful for you. If you are reaching the right destinations, definitely your journey will start, your journey further will take you in the different places. Be a virtual traveler. Be a virtual traveler. I mean the eagle eye view. Any man, even entrepreneur or researcher or faculties, your eye should be the eagle eye. Morning, you should start the learning about the global standards, global scenarios, and the related solutions. You know, the good researchers always refer the IEEE journal. I mean, the computer science and engineering graduates. Researchers always, they are working with these IEEE journals in top. Same like us, you know, the respective government bodies or respective clients in the countries, you should understand this is for the, because learning is always important for anyone's life. Just 10 tool for the remote teams to stay connectivity. Nowadays, you know, the Zoom is very much boomed. Even our Indian apps like tools like AirMeet, our office is using the AirMeet. Always we should go domestically. My advice to you, not kind of advice you don't think, my suggestion to you, you should try to use the Indian software always. That's good. Motivations to our IT industries, definitely they are getting the good revenue through our adaptation or uses. You see, one kind of analysis, you know, software and IT industries always on peak at any situations. It's very fortunate as all of us, we are belongs to this, relate to these IT industries. Next one is finance and the media, design, public administration, entertainment, recreation, and retail business. So software and IT industries always on top. Is good news for us because employability, major employability depends the software and IT industries. And the digital banking solutions trends. If you want to become a very good entrepreneur, you go to just adopt the fintech products, because our office, STP Chennai, under the leadership of Director General and my director, my director is the CEO of this FinBlue. His name is called the FinBlue, Fintech Center of Excellence. We are ready to give the huge subsidy to the IT industries, even though free of software, more than 3 crores worth of the sandbox environment. We are ready to give the IT industry if you are come with this very good problem statement. So it's one kind of the facilities from our office. So what I would like to tell you, you just find the right platform for your takeoffs. In general, you know, the Kisan Cards, you know, quite surprisingly, most of the farmers now adopted this Kisan cards, because like our ration card, how we are getting the benefits through this ration card, I mean the middle class and the needy people, same like us, all the Kisan card holders are getting the huge benefits from the Government of India and the respective state governments. Just you could advise to the Kisan, I mean farmers, in word the Tamil Vasai, you just tell to them to adopt this kind of the facilities from the government of India. And one more thing I would like to tell you, in the Indian government is adopted the, following or honor the World Trade Organizations treaties. So it's a global village. We should not restrict any countries. That's the reason the huge impact in Indians' lifestyle. One of the very pathetic side is the TikTok. I hope everyone knows this affected every home. So it's one of the kind of the Chinese software. This app is very much penetrated. Same like as these Chinese companies is entered into this all the major cities. What do you mean by the cities? The city is nothing but how much transaction is happened per day. That much value for the cities. That's the reason is Mumbai is a great city in our country. And the next is Bangalore and Chennai. You know, this Chennai is a political capital. Our Mumbai is commercial capital. So, you know, this Silicon capital and the cultural capital, intellectual capital, so many capitals is there because of the transactions, influences. But any things may happen in our cities, but you just try to promote the indigenous softwares to overcome these tools, foreign tools. Definitely you may ask the question to me, why not our tools is not dominating? Because of the marketing strategies and the fast adaptation. You know, this internet, people are using the push technology, the trending. They are pulling their products into this through the apps or social media. That's the reason the impact is more. It gives direct proportionate. Huge revenue is adopted by the people. And one more thing I would like to tell you, our respected professors also introduction about me. I am a nodal officer of the India Promotion Scheme and reporting to my director. The India BPO Promotions is one of the best schemes under this Digital India. In our state, very much used this scheme, India BPO Promotion Scheme. More than 52 units recently, within these 3 years, started their operations in the Tier 2 and the Tier 3 locations. Other than Chennai, even Chengalpattu to the Mayiladurai, even the Mayiladurai, 600 people are working because of this scheme. One seats getting the 1 lakh rupees. In even Yelagiri Hills, also the Basco shop like and this Mayiladurai iMark solutions, even Amazon in Coimbatore, these people are, these IT companies, people, BPO companies, just benefiting through this scheme. So I would like to tell you in near future, if you want to become the entrepreneurs, you could step into our office, and definitely our officers will interact with you, will understand your skills and the problem statements and etc. Definitely will help you to become the very good entrepreneurs. Just some point I would like to tell you, definitely this kind of the information already published by this our central government and state governments. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs also giving the some kind of the facilities to filing the returns. And recently, for promotion of the electronics goods, Government of India is announced for the scheme for promoting of manufacturing of electronic components and semiconductors. It's good for the electronic hardware industries. And the GST, some relief in GST returns and some relief in the payment of the taxes and the EPF contribution also. So you may withdraw your EPF. I am one of the beneficiary for this EPF withdrawal. I withdraw my some percentage of the money for some kind of the EPF is automatically pop up into this employee. If your employment range is below 100, you may avail these facilities through the EPF. The employee contributions and the employer contributions will pay by the government of India. And one more, just two more slides only for me. There are the emerging areas where the industry has to strengthen itself as it prepares for the COVID-19 world. One of the great gentlemen, one of the founding officer, my director, is always very positive and proactive measures with his desk. He is ready to provide everything. I am his deputy. You could reach to our office for any kind of advices with reference to the IT entrepreneurs. It become the IT entrepreneurs. And you see some kind of, the great benefits. Our office is more than 1 lakh square feet. Same like us all over the India, more than 60 centers. During this COVID, our office providing, the one kind of the great relief to the IT industries who are all operating from our office complexes. They are no need to pay any rent for the 4 months. So this is a huge relief for the IT industries who are all operating from the STP complexes. One more thing, always my director general and my director and my office is telling me, if you want to become a very good entrepreneur, you should learn the languages like Japanese, French, German, and etc. You may more closer to your client. One big example I would like to tell you, the one company is called the Infoway. The CEO, director, one of the partner is called the Chair and Nadijagal from the Tiruchirappalli. He started his career at our STP incubation center. Now he is reached in very great level, more than 240 crores turnover per year. More than 2,500 employees are working in his organization because he learned the Japanese language. Now he is quite one of the prime solution provider for the Japanese government and other Japanese client. So India transition towards the software product nations, because the software product is always important, because always you see we are using the Microsoft or Sun Microsystem and Oracle Corporation and etc. Softwares only, because you see mainly we are a huge users of foreign softwares. Instead, please go with your own product. Definitely our government's ready to provide the huge support to you for selling your product. Finally, with the one slide I would like to conclude. The one app recently, all of you know very well, is Arogya Setu, one of the toppest app, government app, other than the BIM. The recent years, the government introducing so many indigenous apps. During this situation, this apps is absolutely important for everyone, right? So you could download this Arogya Setu app and you could introduce this app to the rest of the citizen also. It will give the huge information to you, right? So finally, I would like to conclude with this some point. You see, anytime we should live, because all of us, we are living for our family.
Okay, sir.
Our nations always keen to understand the family welfare, the health. The health is important for anyone life. So I pray for a good and safe health. Now I would like to submit to our professor. I would like to call Professor to interact with us. Anyone, if you want to interact with me, please.
Thank you,
Over
sir.
to Dr. Velmurugan.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. If you anybody want to ask any questions in your panel, you have raising hands. You can raise your hands and press your audio button, red colored audio button. If you press that one, I will unmute you in order to speak with Professor Renuka Vijayan.
No question, sir.
No question. If you have any doubt, you can ask clearly. No problem.
No, nothing else. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sir, I would like to thank you personally on because of my college and principal and secretary and the Department of Computer Applications. Definitely within the short period, the acceptance of delivering a lecture based on this new technology information is ready. Bama?
What is your suggestion to entrepreneurs who are not adopted digital system?
Yes, sir.
Out of syllabus.
Out of syllabus, actually. Because it's a policy decision. Okay. Policy decision by the government.
Okay. Any
Because that is
suggestions
purely,
you may provide?
that is purely, I already just, I have stated, we are living in this great democratic country. Whatever things you may adapt, if you want to use this digital disruption technology, you could approach us. We will
Anyway,
give the
thank you.
appropriate advices to you.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to become an
Thank you.
entrepreneur in this field.
Okay. I updated the digital system.
Good.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much for your participation in this webinar. I think which is useful to all of you. If you have any other doubts and other information, if you want to inform, as you can mail me through my mail ID. Thank you very much.
Nice of you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.